we play some wiffle baby, let me know. Cause it's the summertime, it's time to shine and come back home. And we can swing right back into it, or can take it slow. Can we play some wiffle baby, here we go. Now I'm about to rap about wiffle ball. Summertime and it's prime time, playing ball all day through the nighttime. I don't know about you, but it's my time. We can go all night, alright, we'll go all nine. Hit the payoff pitch, yeah, we happy that we made it. We can take another sip, round the bases celebrating, or chill and take a dip while we constantly debating which players are the shit and which memories are greatest. What's that, Mom? I ain't going to school today. I'ma hit some wiffle balls and hit the pool today. Go out of sun and have some fun and just stay cool today. Cause rain cloud and flash flood can't even wash my mood away. Wiffle baby, let me know. Cause it's the summertime, it's time to shine and come back home. And we can swing right back into it, or can take it slow. Can we play some wiffle baby, here we go.
Hello folks, and welcome to Weekly Wiffs. I'm your host and Commissioner, Tom Anderson. Week 4 is in the books, and I'm here to present to you my top player from Week 4. And that top player is Mark Brucer Jr. I combined 6 home runs in the 2 games he played and helped the Raptors secure a victory against the 51s. And the standings after Week 4 now look like this. Lemurs at number 1 with a record of 7-1. Rattlers at number 2 with a record of 6-2. Number 3 is the 51s with a record of 5-3. Number 4 is the Raptors with a record of 3-5. Number 5 is the River Cats with a record of 2-6. And rounding the bottom, the good old Outlaws with a record of 1-7, respectively. And my top 3 moments from last Sunday's games. Number 3, Bijan Tavlai gets his first career start on the mound and only gives up 5 runs. No one would have expected out of the guy, and pretty impressive. Was it hidden talent or beginner's luck? And my number 2 moment is the Raptors defeat the short-handed 51s. Both teams were short-handed in this game. Mark Brucer hits 4 home runs, Dan hits 1 as well. It's a pretty solid game for the Raptors. High scoring, bunch of runs scored for both teams. The score was 22-20, I believe, and yeah, Mark Brucer hits 4, Dan hits 1. And my number 1 moment from last Sunday's game is the first at-bat of the Lemurs vs. River Cats game. Nathan Powers hits a home run and sets the momentum for the rest of the game. And Nathan also had a very clutch double play in this game, which the Lemurs just had everything going for them in this game. They had the momentum from the beginning, and that's probably why we won. And the Lemurs took down the River Cats that game pretty easily. The score was 7-2. And those are my top 3 moments. I'm gonna head over to Dan Anderson now at the Inside Scoop. Dan?
Good evening, folks. This is VP Dan Anderson here with the Inside Scoop.
Hello, folks.
Thank you, Mr. Commissioner. Hello, folks. This is VP Dan Anderson with the Inside Scoop. Last week's games look like this. Surprise, surprise, the Outlaws yet again had to forfeit both their games at 1-2 due to the inability to field the team. This gave both the Lemurs and the River Cats a free win. If the Outlaws want to have success this season, Fahey and his players really need to step it up, especially in the department of commitment, because with their 1-7 record, they currently have no hopes for a playoff spot. Speaking of commitment issues, the Raptors have been plagued with them in the past few weeks. I won't mention any names, but you know who you are. The simple act of communication can make a world of difference, but even that has proven difficult for certain members of the Raptors organization. Again, you know who you are, but it won't matter because you probably won't even watch this episode. Regardless of this issue, the Raptors were still able to go 1-1 this week, beating the 51s 22-20 in a close matchup during the primetime slot. Unfortunately, they lost to the Rattlers after having the lead for almost the entire game. Rookie Brendan Fitzgerald could not hold it together on the mound. The Rattlers took the 13-6 victory. I would like to extend my personal thanks to rookie Mark Brucer due to his solid commitment in the past weeks when commitment was needed most. Going back to Sunday's games, at 2 p.m. the 51s faced off against the Rattlers. I was surprised that more runs were not scored in this game. The Rattlers took the 5-3 victory over the 51s. The pitching matchup could be called a little one-sided, as rookie Dylan DeAngelo faced off against rookie Bijan Shah BT Tavlahi. But I'll leave that up to you guys to decide. At 3 p.m., the Lemurs faced off against the River Cats. This was probably the most exciting matchup of the week, as rookie Connor Scully faced off against ace Nate Powers on the mound. However, Scully appeared to fall short, and the Lemurs once again proved their dominance in this 7-2 victory. That's all for the Inside Scoop. Coming up next is Across the League. I'll see you guys next week.
Hello folks, this is Across the League. I'm here with my co-host, the Commissioner Tom Anderson, and today we have a special guest, the new GM of the 51s, Mr. Nick Hamlin.
How you doing?
Pleasure to have you. Alrighty, first off, we're going to start out with the Outlaws not showing up again. Is there any surprise there?
I don't think there is. We all know this team is not very committed, and it all starts with the GM, Ryan Fahey. He just needs to do normal GM tasks. He needs to communicate with his team, which is really not that hard, but it seems that he doesn't have the ability to do so.
Yeah, I think it's tough to have 2 out-of-town kids.
Yeah.
The commute, it's a little tough, but yeah, it does come down to the GM. It's not smart to have that.
Pretty much. But is it true that Ryan Fahey's phone is dead?
Apparently his phone is broken, so I've been communicating with him via Facebook, but
He can do the same to his players.
yeah, but there's no excuses to not communicate with your team.
Twitter, Facebook.
Exactly. I messaged Fahey a day before we played, asked him who he has for his team showing up. He said he didn't know.
I mean, I'm not going to put that all on Faye, because I think the other kids should know when they have a game,
Yeah,
too.
true that. We play every Sunday. Everyone should know that by
Yeah.
now.
Well, the thing is, he is Jake DeLeo. I think DeLeo will show up the rest of the time. It was Father's Day this Sunday, so
Yeah.
I attribute that to him not showing up. But at least Fahey will always have a 2-man team. But talking about 2-man teams, I don't really like them, and I'm sick of pretty much watching games.
Yeah.
You made that clear this past week, and yeah, of course, when you play with 2-man team, the stats are going to be a little inflated.
It's tough.
But there's nothing you can do. It's not a forfait. You still have a fighting
Yeah,
chance.
true enough.
We had a fighting chance the other day.
Exactly.
51s versus Raptors, but I look at myself. I had a 1.5-man team with Bijan in the field, but I give it credit for him to coming and staying. So
And I do agree. It's better than a forfeit, but it's tough to watch.
It's
and-
frowned upon, but
Yeah.
at least
it really sucks if you're the one pitching.
Yeah, I would
I
I would think that.
I mean, it's kind of fun to hit, but it sucks
But,
when you're pitching. You have to go run after the ball.
Yeah, so bring back the olden days.
yeah, good times.
But like you said, the stats are skewed. I mean,
Yeah.
holy
More
hell.
bats, more RBI chances, just hitting yourself in, more runs.
I mean, I swear, I think Mr. Hammond over here has as many as bats as my whole team does.
Yeah,
I mean, hell, he has more hits than my entire team
I
put
lead the
together.
league in
so-
at-bats, and I've played 7 games. But Adam Wilton leads in plate appearances.
Interesting.
Walden also
stat.
had a 2-man team this weekend too, so
I
that
didn't
kind
know
of
that.
helps.
Well, like you said, it's just the
Taking hacks?
River Cats and Lemurs always show up somehow, some way.
I like swinging, Gotta swing.
Exactly. But Adam Cook, heard he got a concussion in his soccer game, and
Yeah, his 2013 season's looking pretty dark. He told me today that he's going to be down for the rest of the season. He was in some serious pain today, as I noticed.
did he know his name?
Yes, he did, but apparently when this injury occurred, he had blood rushing from his nose, which
Does
he
he,
got kicked in the back of the head, and his nose started bleeding. That's not a good sign.
Does the chewing tobacco incident have anything?
Oh, not now that kind of ruled out. It's kind of like karma. He placed himself on the DL before he was actually injured.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you on that one.
Rumors have it they call him Adam Copenhagen Cook these days. That's what I heard.
But yeah,
Yeah,
who
that's
knows
the
if he'll be
word
able to
around the
play
block.
the rest of the season, but he needs to play at least 7 games to be eligible for playoffs, and he can't run right now because he can't even move his brain.
I mean, I don't think he's an elite player, but he's definitely an asset to the Raptors because, it keeps them from having 2-man teams. So.
Exactly.
Definitely in.
Pretty solid bat, too.
To talk about the Raptors, It's looking pretty bleak this weekend. I mean,
Past 2 weeks,
Yeah.
two-man team.
So, speaking of two-man teams,
yeah, Fitz is going to Old Orchard.
Mark
knows?
Bruce has really stepped up.
Yeah.
I think Bruce is working, I believe, this weekend. So, and Cook's hurt, so it leaves Coughlin and Dan.
And-
It's looking like right now. And
What's up with Eric Lear? I mean,
yeah,
Who knows? He's been experiencing some success in the other league.
and might be getting to his head. I mean, it's
Remember where your home is, Lear. Remember.
remember who got you there, kid.
yeah, I would very much like Lear to be a part of this league. I mean, I don't
He's a
know.
good kid.
I don't know what's been going on the last 2 weeks, but he hasn't been communicating with his GM. Which, come on, that's
You
just
know, I respect people that at least tell their GM they're not coming.
yeah, that's a lot.
I mean,
It's
just preparing for the game.
yeah, common respect and decency. That's all.
Yeah, exactly.
Just let them know you're not coming. I mean, he was golfing with his dad Sunday.
Yeah, he didn't tell his GM though. I had to relay the message. You gotta tell your GM that stuff.
I mean, it's not frowned upon. It was Father's Day, so it's just,
Yeah,
just
a little more
Pretty solid
leeway.
too.
give Dad a text. That's all. Alrighty. Steven Starr just finally picked up off free agents.
I applaud this.
I think that's a very good pickup for the 51s. What do you have to say
well,
about that?
He didn't want to play for anyone else but me. You know, we've kept in touch since last year, and we've been good friends. So I figured why not? There was some controversy going on with the 51s. You know, we're just another guy that can be there every Sunday, hopefully, and I'm gonna help him commute, get there, just get players on the field. So he's a good bat. Good. Hopefully, I can teach him how to pitch a little more.
Hey, he's definitely an asset to the 51s. But you have anything to add to that, Mr. Commissioner?
Well, me being GM of Stark last year, his commitment wasn't really there, but when he did show up, he was pretty damn good. He secured a couple wins for the Lemurs last year. But, he trying to develop a riser last year, but
I feel like I can get him there
yeah,
because he's not a hard thrower, but if I give him the right form, he throws hard. Hopefully, many great things can happen, and he seems pretty excited. He was telling me he's pumped, and he's definitely going to be there this Sunday. So it's going to be a good sight. So it's like a free pickup,
Yeah,
basically.
exactly. It's
Very
good to
much.
know, and another pitcher never hurts.
No, exactly, especially with the 51s.
Yeah, that's an understatement. But talking about the 51s, the almost trade. What the hell happened? I mean,
It's a long story, but I almost sent Non to the River Cats to you, but that trade fell through. That was just between me and Eric, and then I messaged Fahey because I heard that he might be interested in Non. Then we had an original deal and posted on the Facebook page, and it was about midnight last night, and sleepy head here. So I go, Fahey, I want a second round pick, and he goes, can't do that, but he gave me a third round pick. So I didn't even think anything of it, so I said sure. And not thinking there was 3 rounds, but this isn't the NFL draft, and there's only 2.
so true.
So and then of course I got bombarded on Facebook by many other people, Bijan, Weldon, thank you, and so that trade has been void, canceled, and Non seems happy back on the 51s. Hopefully we can put the things in the rearview mirror and put in the past and get back to winning some games.
Yeah, that'll help out the league entirely with non-staying on the 51s. But I was hoping he'd follow River Cat somehow. He was definitely the
I
best.
feel like this is that bump in the road that the 51s are having, and we'll get over it quick, rather early in the season, and definitely.
I could definitely agree with that.
I mean, I want to win, but that trade was going to help me in the future more or less. But I'm in it for this year, so anytime I'm going to try to win. So.
Damn straight. But speaking of bumps in the road, my team doesn't seem to get anything right. I mean, even with Connor Scully, I thought I had a good chance against the Lemurs this past weekend. I mean,
Yeah.
but
Well, what are your thoughts on Connor?
it's just a bump in the road for Scully. I mean, it was his first career start in the PWL, and
How many games does he have under his wing?
well, he has.
he is 3 right now.
3,
He would have
So
been there
needs
for
4
the
more to be playoff
yeah,
eligible.
he would have been there for the Outlaws game, but
And it's
Yeah,
looking
that's a
promising like he'll make that because he said he can make the Friday game, so there's the
Job
4
coaching.
games right there. So
I mean, I could see him definitely being a potential playoff hero. I mean, lackluster regular season, but definitely coming through.
well, that's definitely what we're gonna need. I mean,
He's faced good pitchers too, so I mean, you can't really
can only judge him by his batting average
Yeah.
right now.
111. So
exactly. I mean, Connor is definitely the spark we need. I wish he could be there every week.
just like, was he worth a second pick of the draft?
He was, because the number 1 pick's not looking too hot lately.
Brendan Fitzgerald.
I mean, he must threw up multiple occasions the last week, so I don't know if his
head's in it.
His off-season workouts are going. I don't know if they worked. I don't know.
His friend Bud Light might have a
I
factor
have
into
no
it. I mean,
idea
who
what's
knows
going on.
these days, so.
But soccer's finally over, so that means a bunch of kids start showing up a lot more.
Rattlers will have all of their kids back.
Yeah, and then
That's good.
Ryan Williams will be there for the Rattlers, and
Dean Lemansky and Kyle will be there for the Rattlers.
Oh, yeah,
Joe Coughlin.
I forgot about Dean
Raptors,
Lemansky.
right?
Yeah.
And
The Raptors.
Steve Froyo
yeah,
He's
from
gonna
the
be
Cats.
there.
gonna make his PWL debut this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Think he'll
forward
get some
to
work
it.
on the mound?
I don't know. Posker's been working on his pitching, so we'll see before the game who has the better stuff, and go from there.
Right. I could see you easily going with Posh, just experience-wise. So.
Experience, so exactly. And this is
I think Froy will help you out, but I don't think he's the answer at the moment. So.
we'll see. I mean, he provides another steady bat, hopefully.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, we have the worst team average in the league. We're only
I remember
only
Little
batting
League.
305 as a team.
Little
so.
League, Froyo used to bat both sides of the plate, so
See, that is something I did not know, PWL Universe.
that's what I'm here for.
Good thing with the Cats, you guys don't really have like that big bat. You just have mediocre batting. Like you have steady batting, but there's no that.
Eric's that big bat. I'd
Every
say.
team has like that one star that's a home run hitter. Like they're
Eric's
always making
their
contact.
guy, I think.
I only have 2 dingers on the season. Though. I'm more of a line drive hitter.
it's just I
You,
think
you guys need to start getting key hits.
when you see when you're facing the River Cats, the only one that's really gonna scare you at the plate is Eric. So at least that's the way I felt when I pitched.
Right now,
then
I
when
mean,
Connor's there, he adds a whole nother aspect to the game.
Yeah, another perspective.
Posker's making contact. He's not striking out that much. It's just he keeps hitting ground balls that just die. So easy out first baseline every time.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
think it has something to do with his swing because every time he swings, it looks like he's chopping.
Yeah, I think he's shortened up on the swing too much.
We'll have to see if we can adjust these things. I mean, time will tell, but we're kind of running out of time.
I gotta make these
8
adjustments
games through,
quick.
huh?
8 games in. I mean, time flew. It's almost the All-Star break, and people will start going on vacation, so it'll be interesting to see how the rest of the season unfolds.
Do we have anything else?
Yeah, we're almost at the halfway point of the season. Who are your favorites for MVP right now? I mean, right now for me, it's these 2 gentlemen I'm sitting with. I mean, Tom's back to his pitching form. His kids, it's retarded to try and face him. You're not going to win.
And that word might offend some viewers.
Sorry, terribly sorry. Tom's having a good hitting season as well.
You could say Tom, can't be beaten, but I believe
Yeah, I
go
mean,
back to week 1. I mean, I think the 51s beat him, but
he's back to
4 hours
form
in
now.
form.
But Mr. Hamlin, he's having a good hitting season. I mean, his
I
record
believe-
was unblemished until the Raptors.
I just lost my first career game. I was on
this
8-0
is,
prior.
This is friggin' true. I
8-0 prior,
wasn't even
but-
thinking of that.
But I feel I lead in every offensive stat except like OBP, which I'm behind Tom, and then I'm 1 behind in triples. So that's saying something in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
13 dingers on the season. That home run record's going to be crushed, I think.
I hope so. It needs to be. I don't want. Yeah, we won't mention his name. That record needs to be broken this year, so he doesn't have to be in the history
And to
book.
Mr. Weldon saying that Dylan D'Angelo won MVP, Dylan's having a good season, but I could definitely see him more of as a Rookie of the Year candidate. It's just my
I
opinion.
can see that too. I mean, I value commitment a lot when I'm voting, and Dylan's committed, but work keeps screwing him over sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, me and Tom are definitely committed, so.
Exactly. And that's huge in my book. Who do you, last topic is game of the week. What are you most looking forward to this week?
I'm always looking forward to classic Lima's River Cats games. Those games always just get me pumped. Cousin, brother. Just always makes me want to beat the other team even more. And we've been able to do that past couple times we faced them, and we're going to hopefully continue it.
I'm thinking it's going to be the Lemurs Rattlers game. You versus Weldon. It's going to be a good game. But see if Weldon can find the strike zone, or it's just going to be a blowout for you guys.
Hopefully.
Because supposedly Dylan's not going to be there.
No, he's not going to be there.
Goes back to the commitment, but he's busy with work and stuff, so that's a valid excuse.
I agree with Mr. Hamlin. My game of the week is Rattlers and Lemurs. I mean, Tom should have an easy time mowing down this Rattlers team with no Dilla. I mean, it's really just Weldon you have to worry about, although Nichols can hit sometimes.
Now, Nichols can hit,
You're ju-
Novakowski possibly, but then you're going to have that shutout like Ryan Williams if you don't
Exactly.
walk him, so.
And Nova's been swinging at a lot of
A lot of
junk
junk.
lately. His average is below 200, I believe.
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not going to get a lot of Ks that game, so should be a fun time for me.
Yeah, as long as you're on. I mean, I hope Weldon's on. I'd like to see a nice pitcher's duel.
Yeah, I'd like to see Weldon on too myself. You know, I just don't want to see a walk fest. That's no fun for
It's
anyone.
been a while since Weldon's been really on point.
That's true.
Maybe he's due for a good start. I just hope it's not.
Maybe it's just going to go more downhill. I mean,
Who knows?
Time will tell. I mean,
Alright, bold prediction right here.
who knows?
Right now, 8 games in, who do you think will make the championship right now from each division? If you had to choose.
If I had to choose right now,
What do you think the championship would be?
right now it'd probably be Lemurs and Rattlers just based on the pitching. I
You have
mean,
no faith in your own team.
it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard.
I agree to disagree. I mean, I think we're 51s are heading in the right direction. You know, it doesn't look like that because I got lit up by Dan and Mark, but you know, my arm's slowly coming back, so that's good. And I'll actually have a full squad. I feel like it's gonna be me and Tom.
Hey, that's what
So
it
it's safe to
was.
say-
That's what it was supposed to be last year, but
So it's safe to say the Lemurs will be in the championship this year?
it's looking that way. And
Right now, if everything goes to plan.
So we have a 50% chance of repeating, two-peat.
What you think? What you want? I mean,
exactly, anything can happen in the playoffs.
True. We saw that last year. Big
mean,
upset.
like I'm saying, honestly, look for Eric and the Rivercats to make a run. If Scully's healthy, I mean, well, not healthy,
I
but
hope so.
available.
There.
Yeah,
I
there.
hope so.
And healthy.
Hoping to jump up to third seed. That way, I don't get to see the Lemurs until
To do that, you have to.
the championship. But yeah, we're gonna have to start winning.
That's what we're looking for. We're looking for the 3 seed at least.
We're gonna have to
3 or
start
2.
winning games. I mean, if we're a 4 or 5 seed, we have to face each other, and whoever comes out on top is.
I think it's evident that the divisions are kind of unbalanced at the moment.
Yeah.
Uh,
That doesn't bode well for the Shore versus Coastal game.
oh. Well, speaking of that, I think
That's-
we have a
that's
pretty good
close.
shot. I mean, me and you on the same team.
That is if you get voted in by a division.
Clearly, Tom,
Clearly nothing there.
our division is pretty
your own
freaking
team.
weak.
You're letting your
So
own team down lately.
How about that rookies versus veterans game? That's gonna be a
I
fun one.
cannot wait to do that.
that's gonna be insane.
It's gonna be a
Bring some rookies. Learn your place.
it's gonna be a blowout.
Oh, friendly rivalries.
I plan to go.
Yeah, I
deep.
cannot wait. We're all gonna be teammates. It's gonna be sick.
First time ever.
And it may stay that way. I don't really like being teammates with you guys. Yeah, I like
No.
to be.
We'll just leave that segment with that comment by the commissioner, and yeah, bastard.
But I'm just dedicated to my Lemurs. I don't want to play with anyone else besides my
He calls
Lemurs.
it dedication, love, same thing.
Pretty much.
Gayness.
Pretty much. But that's all the time we have for Across the League this episode, and I'm going to hand it off to the commissioner for his outro. So take care.
Hello, folks. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. This Sunday's games look like this. At 1 p.m. on this Sunday, the 51s will take on the River Cats, while the Raptors face the Outlaws. This Sunday at 2 p.m., the Outlaws will face the 51s, while the Rattlers face the Lemurs. This Sunday at 3 p.m., the Raptors will face the Rattlers, and this Sunday, primetime with Lemurs versus River Cats. Should be a great game. All those games this week are pretty solid, so I hope to see everyone there. And I'm Tom Anderson signing off. This is Weekly Wiffs. Have a great day.